Everybody. Happy Thursday, as always. Welcome to BlueSync. This is JD, coming at you live from a rainy, gray Holland, Michigan. So thanks for being here today. As if you remember from last week, or if you're on right now, you can tell that we're trying our YouTube live stream again. So don't forget that the comments on the right are live comments that you can send through, just like you would a chat on GoToWebinar. However, everyone can see them. So if you have any insults for me, just send them privately. You don't want everybody to see those, but you'll see them on the right hand side there. You're able to send those. So what I wanted to show you guys today is something that we've had a lot of requests for and has been a thorn in a lot of people's sides, which is email signatures. So essentially how to add them to Gmail after we've made the G Suite transition. So obviously when I click on Compose Email, you'll see that my signature, which includes the text and the email signature photo itself, populates automatically. So we've had some people with difficulties attempting that, and I kind of want to go over how to do that. I will say from the get-go, though, for all of our ASCs hold on, making sure. As far as the ASCs go, I want to make sure everybody knows that you need to have an email signature. So if you don't have an email signature created, if you want just a text one, please go ahead and just write that in after these steps. If you do want a photo one created, like the stuff the stuff we're going to kind of go over, reach out to anybody in marketing. Any of our designers can absolutely create a signature for you. But we do want you, if you are sort of one of the spokespeople for the office, to have a signature. So that part out of the way, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Gmail. We're going to log in through mail.google.com. Now, if you use the Mail app, there's going to be different instructions. Not everybody uses this Mail app, so we're kind of going from the G Suite specifically. But again, if you use the Mail app on a Mac, obviously if someone uses a different sort of forward through Yahoo or whatever, these directions aren't going to be the same. So there are two methods that I want to show us how to do this, and it really depends on what settings you see when you go to your Gmail. So when you're signed in like I am right now on Gmail, what you need to do, and make sure it all works, click on the little gear right here above all the emails where it says settings. And then the third thing down is just going to be settings. So you're going to click the gear, which is settings, and then you're going to click the settings on the settings, right? So you're going to click on that, and then you're going to scroll down. There's lots of settings, unsurprisingly. If you scroll down, though, you're going to see an area that says signature. It says appended at the end of all outgoing messages, learn more. So I'm going to erase mine right now, and it's going to be blank. So if you want to do text, it's obviously pretty easy. You would literally just say, you write in the best wishes, Waldvogel. If you have the text there, maybe you do, Coldwell Banker Schmidt Realty for Ohio gang, and then, you put your number in. If I know my own number. Wow, I can't type. So that part's pretty straightforward, right? You just scroll and click Save Changes, and you're done. However, if you want to add an image, this is where it gets a little interesting. So if you click along this bar here, you'll see the little photo. It's kind of like a couple mountains in a square. That's the Insert Image button. You're going to click on that. This specifically is where things get dicey. Some people have accounts where it says Upload, and all you have to do is drag a file from your computer. I could go to my downloads where I have my signature saved, bring it over, wait for it to load, and boom, my email signature will appear right there. That is obviously the easiest way to do it. Not everybody has that luxury, and we have not been able to figure out the rhyme or reason as to why certain accounts have that option and why certain ones don't. Some, if you go in, will not have this upload or my drive. It'll just say web address. It'll look like this. If that's the case, basically what it's saying is you need to have the image hosted online and copy and paste a link. That is a pretty complicated process, and I have tried a lot of different image hosting websites, like Imager being the main one and a few others, that actually they just don't work. For whatever reason, when I try to connect it to my signature, it doesn't work. So when we were talking with our Gmail support team when we were doing this transition, they alerted us to a method that does work, and that's what I want to share with you guys too. So again, if this upload and my drive don't appear and it's just web address in parentheses URL, this next method is what you're going to want to do. And again, we don't really know. We've asked, is it because of certain accounts are business accounts? And they've said no. And they said, well, maybe it's because it's the emails under our Schmidt family organization will all have that option, but the ones that are just normal Gmails won't. But when I went to my personal Gmail account that I use, just for JD's life, and I checked the settings here as well, I had the same options. I had the same ones where I could download an image right into the signature. So as you can see right here, all three are there. So we haven't been able to figure out the rhyme or reason, but there is a workaround for it. What you're going to want to do, I'm going to delete that. You're going to want to, over here in this Google Apps section in the upper right corner of the screen, you want to click on Google Docs. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to create a new Google Doc. So it's going to bring you to the screen. I'm just checking for questions. And again, if you guys have questions, please send them through as you have them. I'm going to go here, and I already have an entitled, like a blank document that I started when I was doing the test about 20 minutes ago. So I'm going to click on that, and it's just a blank document. What you're going to want to do is write the text that you want. So I wanted the best wishes, J.D. Waldvogel. And then you're going to take the image that is on your computer for your email signature. You can see it right there. And I'm going to drag that over underneath the text here. So like I said, I'm basically putting my email signature into a Google Doc, how I want it. After that, the next step is you're going to copy and paste the text and photo separately. So I'm going to go up here, copy that. And again, you probably could write the text just right in there, but I'm going to go over here. I'm going to paste the text in there. You can see it showed up right there. And I'm going to go back, and I'm going to drag and highlight my image. And you can see it's highlighted because it's got the rectangle around it. I'm going to copy it. I right-clicked and copied. And then I go back here, I'm going to paste it, and it's going to appear right there. Why does this work? We don't know. No one's really given us a straight answer, but it does work across the board. So at least in every situation that we've been able to test through G Suite, if you write the signature in a Google Doc, if you paste that photo into the Google Doc, you will be able to copy it to your G Suite. So it appears right there. Right underneath the text. And then, of course, you can make it smaller, which is a little too small, medium, large. They're normally formatted to be original size, so I'm just going to keep it there. And then you just click down here and click Save Changes. And then your signature will be saved. One problem that we have seen is that some people have an issue with their signatures actually coming through as an attachment, not as part of the signature itself. Again, we've been given certain guidelines. There doesn't seem to be a huge rhyme or reason as to why these things are happening. But if you are, if that starts to happen to you, if you're realizing that people are saying, "Oh, I got your email signature, but I got it as an attachment," what you're going to want to do is have it, and this is where it gets a little technical. And I'm going to write it in the text right here. You're going to want the file size of your signature to be 15 kilobytes or under. And I'm not gonna leave that in my signature, but I just wanted to highlight that for everyone here. 15 kilobytes or under should be the file size of your signature, so that it will come through as a signature, not an attachment. So when you're at, if you are, what I would say, my 2 cents would be, go ahead normally, like you've done this before. Like I showed you, use the copy and the paste it in. Don't worry about the size. And if people are saying, "Hey, I'm only getting your signature as an attachment, I can't see it in the emails," then go back to marketing and say, "Hey, would you guys mind making it a little bit smaller? It's coming through as an attachment." So just to go over that method one more time. And again, if you guys have questions, please write them through as you're watching. If you don't have an email signature, if you're an ASC and you don't have an email signature, first of all, we got to get you one. So reach out to one of our designers or just write one in text. But secondly, in order to add the signature, you're going to click this little image button. If it comes up and says upload, you can just pull an image straight from your computer and have that be your signature. Not everybody has that option, however. So if that does not appear for you, what you want to do is go, create a new Google Doc. So docs.google.com, and you just create a brand new document. And then you're going to write out your signature. You have to write out your signature. So you've got the text right there, and then you can copy it, and then go back and paste it. And then again, you want to go back. Now, you do, like I said earlier, you do need to copy the text and the image separately. You cannot do one mass highlight. You have to do them separately. So then you're going to highlight your image, copy that, go back to your settings, and paste it. And then again, once you've done all that, don't forget, just scroll to the very bottom, and it'll say Save Changes right along the bottom, and just click Save. And that will, when I click Save there, when I go to launch an email, you'll see, boom, there it is. Whoop, there it is. So yeah, that is adding the email signature to G Suite. Again, if you do have issues with it coming through too large or coming through as an attachment, let marketing know and we'll resize it for you. And Danny, yes, I did. I did say to suggest original size. That's what I've had work before. John says, I've had the issue with the no upload before while having Eric. You have to log out of all Gmail accounts and make sure the account isn't logged in anywhere else. So if that works, Johnny, awesome. Again, we haven't been able to find a rhyme or reason to it. I'm logged into my account on 3 different devices, 2 different computers and 2 different laptops and stuff. So I don't know if that is across the board, but if it worked, then I would absolutely try it and just stick with that as the method. Any other questions you guys want to write in the chat? And just to answer yours again, Daniela, yes, I did say I would suggest original size just because the smaller ones, especially small and medium, they come through too small, especially on a mobile device. And then, like I said, don't forget after in your settings, once you've made the changes, click Save Changes at the bottom. Because if you don't save the changes, then you're going to be like, why isn't it working? And you're going to have an issue. So no other questions are coming in. So thank you guys. The one thing I did want to show us before we sign off is if you or your agents do need an email signature created, don't forget to go to Schmidt Resources, and there's the tab for your marketing team, and you can see all of the designers available to create a signature for you. We've got 8 right now, but that's a temporary number. It's going to go up pretty soon. But we've got 8 designers here who can create a signature for you. So reach out to any of them and ask them to create a signature. They'll go back and forth with you on what you're looking for creatively, what you want design-wise, and they'll make sure they get a signature to you that you're happy with. So always feel free to reach out to the designers to get that done for you. For your agents as well, of course, it's complimentary. They're not paying for the hourly rates or anything like that. They are purely getting an awesome designed signature. If that is it, you guys are free to log off. Thank you so much for watching. Carrie is on. We're gonna hang around and try one last thing real quick for our sakes, just to make sure that this this YouTube Live thing will work for other options. But if you are you are free to log off unless you want to see Carrie and I try to test something, which I don't know how smoothly it's gonna go. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Have a great, lovely weekend. I will be out tomorrow. I'm going camping, so I will see you all on Monday. Thanks so much.